Hello, and welcome to my stretch break. As you can tell, I'm in a different location today, and I'm working with a different set of variables, such as where the light is and the temperature. All right, so let's go ahead and stand on up, ready to move our bodies. We'll run a system scan, see where we're tight. Let's start with the wrists, stretching the fingers, working the hands, making it tight. Fist. One thing you may have noticed from previous videos is how I come from the outside in, and then I'll stretch all the way out like a starfish. All right, let's turn the elbows a few times. Just getting all joints, wrist, elbow, shoulder, stretching out. Getting 10 arm circles moving forwards. And we'll take it backwards. Sometimes I do more, sometimes I do a few less. No big deal. I'll shake it out. Rolling my shoulders, opening up my waist, getting multiple segments of the body. All right, working into our 10 huts. We'll bring our elbows together. Inhale, bringing the shoulder blades back. Exhale, bringing the forearms to touch. Now from the side, you'll see my shoulders come in and down, and they move up and forward. So let's keep coordinating with our breath. Breathing out, forearms together. Breathing in, shoulders back and down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from the mouth. All right, shake it out. Working into our side body. We're going to stretch over. Now for you, it may just be just a humble reach. For others, we might be quite flexible. This is the 5th time that I've done this morning, and so I'm pretty limber. I'm noticing that I'm getting a really easy bend on this waist that was much, much tougher at 5 a.m. this morning. Take a couple more breaths. And I'll come back through center. If you pay close attention to my hips, they don't move dramatically. There'll be a light shift, but it won't be this dramatic shift. Working to the other side, stretching over. And if you keep watching my hips, they don't move much, a little bit. Now you look at your comfort level, which could be just a little bit, which could be extreme. Let's take a couple more good breaths in through the nose, out the mouth, in the nose, out the mouth. All right. Now let's work the inner shoulder blades, stretching the arms up, and we'll pull in. Now we're kind of working it in a half circle as opposed to up, down, or front to back. This is an entirely new trajectory, pinching in, and then coming from that pinched position up in a circle. So I'll inhale up, and I'll exhale, pinch in and towards the spine. So it's a little bit more dramatic. That inferior angle of the scapula will sometimes come in begrudgingly. We want to make sure that we keep that free to do so. So again, the shoulders will come up, back, work out, up, and then they'll come down. So when we were talking about back and down earlier, I was talking about this aspect of the shoulder. Now I'm talking about this aspect of the wing. All right, working into some slight rotation. Gentle standing twists. Getting a good pivot on that outside foot. Turning my hands over. Tossing the rugby ball. Tossing the medicine ball. Keep breathing. Make sure we turn the full spine. All right, working to the hip and below. Working our march in place. Coordinating left, right, up, down. So right hand, left knee, left hand, right knee, and so on. We're always being considerate of the lower back. I'm never slouching, so there's never any curvature of the spine here. It's all about my hip flexors and my elbows. A couple more. And then moving into our butt kickers. Similar coordination with the arms. And working into my heel taps. Now, this is one of the most challenging ones I ever ask of you. I'm aware. So this might just be an opportunity for you to practice the 4-square hip position with this active exercise. Really good for mobility. And we rarely, very rarely, ask the knee and hip complex to make movements such as this, aside from sitting down awkwardly in a typically slouched position. Keep breathing. All right, moving lower. Let's work into our calf. So stepping back, pressing down on that right heel. This left knee is in a healthy bend. Now from here, we're going to work on coming up, and dropping the heel, coming up, and dropping the heel. I don't want to move fully onto the toes. I'm working up to the ball of the foot. You'll feel a little bit of the toes, but we're mostly staying back on the mid foot. Sometimes we call this the ball of the foot. Sometimes we call it toe plate. All right. So now let's do some pelvic tilt, rocking the hip under to a lunge. Still breathing. Hang out there for a second, bringing yourself into a more upright position, stretching our hip flexor. And then we'll step through, switching sides, pressing back on my left heel. I'll work that same lift and set, giving my calf a lot of opportunities to soften back into this position. Drop it down. Work our pelvic tilt, rocking under, forward, under, forward. Maybe we hang out for a second. Lifting our chest up, getting a really good extension in the spine, even in that lunge before we step through. All right. Now I don't have my usual balls to work with. We're going to check out chest expansion, practicing interlacing our fingers behind the hips. This may be as far as you go. Really try and press back and down. I like to add movement, free motion. This left palm face up. Take the right hand underneath. And stretch over to the right. Relax. To that other side. Right palm face up. Take the right arm across. All right. Rolling out the wrists. Let's close with our standing quad stretch. Looking at right hand to right ankle. Make sure you have a chair or something that you can use to help you balance. Shaking it out. That other side. There we have it. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for tuning in the future. As always, take care of yourself. Until next time, take it easy.